What's going on, guys? Gamer Dude back once again for a look into the new Gotham Knights video game. But before we begin, y'all know the routine. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you smash that like button and drop me a subscribe, because it will just be your good deed of the day. And if you're a returning subscriber, please also drop me a like, because again, it will be your good deed of the day. So then, on to the video. The Gotham Knights developers, WB Montreal, not Rocksteady. A lot of people get that confused. WB Montreal are making this one, not Rocksteady. Have explained why there's a lack of continuity from the Arkham universe. So why it moves on from the Arkham trilogy and Arkham Origins. Now, this source comes directly from Patrick Redding. He explains in depth why the upcoming game has shed this continuity from the Arkham franchise for its own unique story. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is breaking it down, diving into it, and finding out exactly what this game will have to offer and why it has shed the continuity that we've all come to love from the Arkham franchise. So let's get on with it. Warner Bros. Games Montreal creative director Patrick Redding revealed why the upcoming Gotham Knights video game has set out to establish its own continuity, its own unique story. Per the direct, Redding has discussed several aspects of the game on the official Gotham Knights Discord channel. And that's where I'm going to be picking up most of my sources for this video. Now, when he was asked about the game's story being separate from the continuity established by the previous Arkham series, that includes Arkham Origins, Redding explained, "We wanted to be able to interpret and adapt the characters. That's both the heroes and their rogues gallery. We wanted to do this in ways that would support a new player experience and progression. We also wanted to be able to write the history of these characters with an original story without being tied to a particular continuity or feature set." Now, see, that's a little bit contradictory in my opinion, because they've recently just changed Batgirl's backstory. It was something about her being disabled and she was using technology and physical therapy in order to be able to walk again after the Joker paralyzed her. Now, a lot of people were upset with this because they were like, well, hang on a minute, that's saying if someone's paralyzed from the waist down with a lot of physical therapy, they can walk again. Well, no, that's not the case. And I think WB Montreal realized that and decided to contradict their own contradiction by changing her backstory. I'm not too sure what that backstory is. I couldn't find anything on that. I just know they've changed the particular backstory of what happened to Batgirl. But anyway, moving on. Gotham Knights will be following various members of the Bat family as they race to protect their city against Batman's greatest enemies in the wake of the Caped Crusader's untimely death. Now, I'm not too sure if he is dead. I mean, yes, in the comic books for Gotham Knights, Batman did indeed die. But the thing is, for a Batman game to be successful, you need Batman. You need a Batman. You know, you can't just have Nightwing suddenly put on the costume and pretend to be Batman. That's just, it's not the same. You know, we need Bruce Wayne. We need Batman. We need the true Batman. And in my opinion, if they are to change this whole continuity thing and want it to go down its own path, removing Batman from the picture altogether would only harm this new franchise they are attempting to establish. I mean, everybody loves Batman. Everybody knows who Batman is. His fighting style, what he fights for, and what happened to him as a child, and why he became Batman. Now, for characters like Batgirl, Jason Todd Robin, the Tim Drake Robin, or the Damian Wayne Robin, it's all a little bit weak. I mean, because Damian Wayne, I think, is the Robin in the Gotham Knights game. Nightwing is obviously Nightwing. Red Hood being Jason Todd. So I'm guessing in this game, Tim Drake just doesn't exist. Because Damian Wayne is Robin. So there's kind of a lot missing, you know. We're missing a lot from that story. So either they're going to do prequels or they're just going to explain it in a future game, or perhaps they're not killing off Batman altogether, which I've had discussions with people about before. But anyway, I'm getting off track. So yeah, despite Bruce Wayne having apparently perished at the end of 2015's Batman Arkham Knight, Gotham Knights is poised to develop its own take on the Gotham mythos. The Batman Arkham series is set to continue, of course, with 2023's Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. But again, in that trailer, we saw the Batmobile. We saw someone driving the Batmobile. We don't know who it was. It could have been Tim Drake. It could have been Red Hood. It could have been Bruce Wayne. Because Bruce Wayne, he faked his death at the end of Arkham Knight. He faked it, clearly. He appeared as that scarecrow ghostly figure on the roof at the end of Arkham Knight. We all know it was Bruce Wayne. But anyway, so regarding Gotham Knight's sprawling open world, Redding has explained that players will encounter Gothamites from all aspects of life. And they will definitely have opinions about you and your vigilante activities. There's going to be vehicle traffic, so as opposed to Gotham Knights like post-apocalyptic streets of just mayhem and carnage, there's going to be people walking around. You know, there's going to be pedestrians, there's going to be traffic, as opposed to just police cars chasing criminals and then they get out and you fight them. So that's really cool. It's going to be like a fully diverse world. So there's also going to be pedestrians heading in and out of railway stations. Again, they were empty in Arkham Knight. City workers are going to be on the night shift, which again, everything was empty in the city. In Arkham Knight, everything was empty. You know, all the city workers, or most of them, had been killed or taken hostage. There was the fire department side missions. You had to save all the fire department officers. So, apart from the pedestrian traffic, much of Gotham itself has been fully realized, revitalized, revived, and redone. Now, Redding has also stated the weather varies from night to day, and it varies from night to night. While remaining true to the Gotham vibe, players will be able to enter a variety of buildings, usually because there's some illicit after-hours activity underway. And there is, of course, crime everywhere, both petty and major. So what does that mean? We get to beat the crap out of some dude just because he stole an old lady's purse? And then we get to beat the crap out of some dude because he's pulled a gun on someone? I mean, yeah, it could work. It could work. You know, there's no discrimination when it comes to vigilantes. Everybody who commits a crime is a criminal. But yeah, moving on. Players will also be able to explore the game's dynamic open world as one of 4 playable characters, including Nightwing, Red Hood, Batgirl, and Robin. Now, there's been a lot of backlash towards Nightwing and Red Hood. I'm going to cover that in another video a little bit later. But basically, nobody likes the whole Fortnite glider thing that Nightwing's using, and nobody likes the whole spiritual jump thing that Red Hood can now weirdly do, which I've never seen him do before, not even in the comic books. But anyway, this gives the game sort of its own branching continuity. And Gotham Knights has also introduced some new concepts to its more familiar characters. While Nightwing has, as I was talking about, adopted the high-tech glider known as the Flying Trapeze. Yes, I suppose I can see the ironic twist in its name, given the Flying Graysons. The game has imbued Red Hood, again as I mentioned earlier, with the unique set of supernatural abilities, drawing on Jason Todd's resurrection at the hands of the League of Shadows. So he is of course now the iconic anti-hero, kind of the Deadpool of the DC universe, and he will be able to draw upon his own soul energy to gain unexpected edge over the competition. And again, I'm going to cover that in another video a little bit later. So the Gotham Knights is due for release, providing nothing goes wrong or it gets postponed, in October of this year. So I'm not too sure how I feel about it. I mean, obviously I want the game. It's Batman. You know, anything Batman related, whether Batman's in it or not, I want it. I've played the Batman game since the PS1 days. The first Batman game I ever played on the PS1 was Batman Gotham City Racer. In that, you just drove the Batmobile around a small open world version of Gotham. I think it only covered the Bowery of Gotham. And you came across enemies like Two-Face, the Riddler, and Joker, also driving their own cars, and you had to force them off the road. And the little missions would be to, you know, stop them from getting to a destination or stop them from setting off a bomb in their cars. And it was a really fun experience when I was a kid, and I really hope it does come to PlayStation Premium so I can share it with you guys. That would be something I'd love to do. But anyway, that's it for this video. So I hope I've given you an insight into this whole thing and why the lack of lack of continuity has been necessary for this new game to thrive. You know, it's nothing personal on WB Montreal's behalf. I think they just wanted to establish their own franchise, you know, their own series with it, and they wanted to kind of separate it from the Arkham universe, because the Arkham universe, after Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, we really don't know if that's going to end the Arkham universe. So Gotham Knights is a welcome change. You know, it separates us from that. It gives us a new story to go with. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Are you excited for Gotham Knights? Do you think it's going to be a complete failure? What do you think about Red Hood's spiritual jumping thing, which again I'm going to cover in another video later, and Nightwing's sort of Fortnite glider thing, which again I'm going to cover in another video later, and how you think the game will fit into the new continuity of the Arkham vibe. So yeah, I'm going to end the video there. So thank you all for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Once again, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you smash that like button and drop me a subscribe. It would be super appreciated. If you are a returning viewer, a like would be welcomed, and it would just be your good deed of the day. So stay tuned during the week. We're going to have a couple of videos dropping this week. Going to be doing our usual live stream on Sunday of The Walking Dead, the final season, continuing of course the Telltale game series we started and couldn't finish so long ago because my game crapped out on me and I had to wait to get a replacement. But thankfully we're continuing that, and I'm enjoying bringing it to you guys. You guys are enjoying it as well, so I'm going to keep doing it. There's a ton of games coming out this year. Now COVID's died down a little bit. There's a lot of news regarding games. There's a lot of games coming out that were supposed to come out years ago but are now coming out now. Destroy All Humans 2 just got a release date, so I'll be streaming that when it comes out in August. Gotham Knights, of course, I'll be streaming that when it comes out in October. There's plenty to come this year. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going anywhere. I know I've got a lot to do to earn back your trust and viewership, and I am working at it. I am doing my best. I am going to do whatever it takes to earn back your viewership and your trust when it comes to my content. So yeah, that being said then, this has been Gamer Dude. Happy gaming, and I will catch you all in the next one, guys.